KCLR.
To enter hypnosis. But for you, John, and we've got a photographer in here.
Yeah.
And we've also got just a randomer with a coffee in the corner too.
That's
Eddie. So I want to teach everybody how they can test themselves to see if they're susceptible to hypnosis or not. So if you want to find out if you're susceptible to hypnosis or not, put down your coffee, Eddie, and your mobile phone for a minute. And the people at home can do this as well, because there's different levels of susceptibility.
This look on my face is worry.
Yeah. So I want you to put out, everybody at home, put your hands in front of you. If you're driving a car, pull over or just don't do this. So put your hands in front of your face in a prayer-like position like this. For the people at home, just put your hands together in a prayer-like position. Now interlock your fingers, interlock all of your fingers. Now I want you to extend your first two fingers so they're completely uncrossed. Extend your first two fingers, straighten them out so they're completely uncrossed. There's about an inch gap between them. Now stare at that gap and imagine that there's magnets on your fingertips, and immediately that gap will begin to get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Yes, that gap getting smaller and smaller and smaller now. You can feel those magnets getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Those gaps getting smaller and smaller and smaller until your fingertips touch. Now, if and when your fingertips touch, that means you're very susceptible to hypnosis. That means you're prime and ready to go into a deep hypnotic trance. Yours touched and then you open them up again. That's fine. But you felt the magnets in your fingertips.
Oh, I absolutely feel, and they've touched now.
And everybody here, look, the four candidates here, their fingertips touch.
I'm not responsible for anything after I say from now on. It is all Keith Barry. If I get into trouble, it's not me.
What that means is anybody whose fingertips at home moved even a little bit, you're definitely susceptible. If they touched within the first 5 seconds, means they're very susceptible. So the people here, I want you to just look at me.
Feel it.
All four of you look at me for a moment. Four of you look at me. So they're primed and ready. So I want you to put your fingers like this, interlock your fingertips. Good. So just so I can describe to people at home, the four people here have got their hands in front of their faces, fingertips locked together. So just look at me. Now look at your hands. And stare at your hands. Stare at your hands. What this gives them is a point of focus and concentration, and this gives them the ability now to enter hypnosis when I tell them to. So stare at your hands. I'm going to come down the line one at a time and just put them into deep hypnotic trance. So take a deep breath in and just sleep and relax all the way down now. Good.
Line's gone.
Take a deep breath in and sleep and relax all the way down now. Good.
Jim's
Take a deep
gone.
breath in and sleep and relax all the way down. Good. Take a deep breath in and just sleep and relax all the way down. Relaxing, floating, drifting and dreaming to a nice, peaceful state of mind. Each and every one of you relaxing deeper and deeper, sleepier and sleepier. And as you can see, John, you can describe what's going on right now.
Well, you're standing up and the four of them there are with their heads down, and I would say you could land a 747 in the studio and they wouldn't move.
Absolutely. So listen to me. I'm focusing on my voice, all four of you. Keep your eyes closed as they are now, doing wonderfully well, just sitting up in your chairs. And I want you all to visualize and realize right now that you're on a beach in Hawaii and it's getting really hot now because you can feel that sun come across your bodies now. So get some of that sweat off your foreheads and get some air in your faces now. That's it. Go ahead, wipe that sweat away. Get some air on your bodies any way you can. Whatever you need to do to get some air on your bodies. There you go. Get some air in your bodies because it's so hot in Spain. It's so hot now, so hot in the middle of a heat wave. Get some more cool air on your bodies. Get some cool air in your bodies. Good, that's it. Now I want you to transport yourselves with your eyes closed onto a roller coaster. So go ahead and put your seatbelts on. Put your seatbelts on. Strap yourselves in. That's important so you don't fall out. Strap yourselves in. Good. And now I want you to visualize and imagine, and you can describe what's happening, John. Visualize and imagine.
Ray was the worst at putting his seatbelt on, and he's the taxi driver. That's the one that would work.
And now visualize.
All of the others have their seatbelts on, and Jim is out there. He's got his hands out. He's like
ready.
A Formula One driver.
So visualize yourselves going up and away, up to the top of the roller coaster. This is the tallest roller coaster in the world. Visualize yourself going up to the top. And when I count to 3, you'll find that you'll go down the steepest hill you've ever gone on. It'll be an adrenaline rush, and you'll be scared, petrified, and you'll scream on the top of your lungs out loud here in studio. Feel the adrenaline start to come across your bodies now. When I count to 3, you'll find yourselves flying around this roller coaster. The most amazing roller coaster ever, and you're going to enjoy it, and smiles will come across your face. 1, 2, 3, here we go! Scream! And here comes a loopity-loop, going upside down now, and around you go. Good. And just settling back down, taking your seatbelts off now, taking your seatbelts off. Good. And take a deep breath in and just relaxing and sleep back down. And in a few moments I'll count from 1, 2, 3. Your eyes will pop open, you'll feel nice and refreshed, and I'll explain exactly the varying levels of hypnosis that's going on right now, okay? So 1, feeling fantastic. 2, feeling on top of the world. 3, eyes open, wide awake, eyes open, wide awake, and you're back in the room, eyes open, wide awake, eyes open, wide awake. Oh, he's gone completely out, as you can see. He's not coming back at all, so I'll have to go down here to him.
Ray is staying in Florida. He's on the...
1, 2, 3, eyes open, wide awake. Ray, okay, good. He went a bit, he went a little bit further than I expected.
Were you taking a day off there?
Don't get too many off.
Yeah. So we'll try this with you, if that's okay. I want you to put your hand on the tabletop for me.
That's
good.
Jim.
And so, Jim, I want you to just stare at this hand here, and imagine now that I'm pouring a tub of super glue around your hand, and you'll find now immediately your fingers start to stick firmly to the tabletop. So stuck, so bonded and fused, you'll find they're completely stuck there now, and you won't be able to move them. Go ahead and try, and the more you try, the more you'll find it sticks there. Is it stuck there, Ray? Like, describe it to the microphone, what that feels like.
I can't get it up. It's stuck.
I can't get it up. Well, you might have said that on another occasion.
Jim, leave the side effects out of it.
Well, your hand truly is stuck there. Now, you're not acting or pretending, are you?
No.
Okay, look, watch. When I snap my fingers, you'll find it unsticks itself completely. Good. Let's try something with you down there. What's your name again?
This is Ruth.
Ruth, jump up here next to me if you don't mind. Okay, if you don't mind. So, Ruth, I've got a couple of words here I need to make sure that you can actually read. John, can you read those from over there?
I can read it, yes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read it
Yeah,
out
read
loud?
it out loud.
What?
Read it out loud.
Education.
Education. Ruth, what is that?
Education.
Good. I just need to check that you can read before I start
Do
this,
you know
okay?
something? She got a job with us and we never checked that.
There you go.
We should have done that.
Ruth, what's that one?
Maintenance.
Now look at me. Take a deep breath in and just sleeping, but you can stand. Good. And in your mind now, I want you to visualize the alphabet in a way that perhaps you haven't visualized it before. Visualize all the alphabet and visualize the letters getting mixed up and jumbled up in your mind. Imagine the alphabet just dropping off a blackboard onto the floor, so all the letters are now mixed up in your mind. Visualize that for me now. And when you've got that done, just nod your head for me. Good. Okay, eyes open, wide awake, and you'll find now that you'll find it very difficult to read. Just go ahead and try and pronounce that as you see it. Try and pronounce it out loud so that the microphone.
Cowkisney.
Try again.
Cowkisney.
I want. Can you just shout out from over there? What is that word? Conscience. Yes. Okay, it's conscience. Let's try another one there.
That girl is a journalist.
A journalist. Yes. Well, I know it's weird for you, right? I mean, you really are just trying to do this as best you can. Look at me. Just try again. Just try and pronounce that one as you. Escprezi. Try again. Escprezi. Can you shout out loud? What is that one?
Experience.
Experience.
I'm going to give you one more card for her with P45 on it.
I better put her back to normal because no, you can blame me for this, but it is very strange, John, isn't it? And look at me, and now you're back to normal and everything. Okay, what's that word there?
Conscience.
Conscience. She's back to normal conscience. Doesn't need her P45. You take a sit down there, Ruth. Have we time for one more quick
time for one more, Jim? I just want to say to you, you need to write Keith a check now for about €500 because you had so much fun in Florida on that roller coaster. You were there, as far as I'm concerned.
So I only had a few moments with these people before we came in here to the studio. In a real life environment, on a live stage, on a live scenario, I get people to go under for about 20 minutes, get them nice and relaxed, and they do crazy things. That's why the show is called Out of Control. So it's going to get literally out of control in the Hub on the 24th.
24th October in the Hub, 3rd of January in Mount Wolseley.
So let's try something else. As I said, I would explain, there's various levels of hypnosis going on here. So there's a very deep level of hypnosis, which you're in right now. There's a medium level of hypnosis, which the girls are in. And there's the, I don't know what the heck is going on hypnosis, which is what Ray is in right now. So here's what I need you to do, Bloin. Just take this envelope and put it between your hands. Oh, by the way, John, take this envelope yourself. Without opening it. Don't open it.
Right.
Can you see what's inside? Hold it up to the light
without
without opening it. No.
I can't see, Keith.
No, it's important that just nobody can see through the envelope.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you say, I thought you wanted me to see. No, I can't.
No, I didn't want you to see.
I was trying as hard as I could.
No, you can't.
No.
Now, it's important. Bloin, have you seen the contents of this envelope? I showed it to you anytime, out loud, into the microphone so people can hear you. No. Okay, so I want you to take your left hand palm up and put your other hand on top of the envelope. And just look at me, take a deep breath in, and sleeping all the way down, relaxing all the way down, holding onto the envelope between your hands. And in your mind now, I want you to take your mind out of your body. And I want you to have this out-of-body experience. And in your mind, I want you to transpose your body inside the envelope. And in your mind now, I want you to really try and see what's inside the envelope. And describe the shapes, first of all, that you start to see. Out loud, with your eyes still closed, just describe the shapes of what you're seeing now.
Circles.
Okay, what else?
Bars.
Yeah, what else?
Handles.
Okay, anything else?
Seat.
Okay, doing wonderfully well. So what is it that you think perhaps might be inside that envelope?
Motorbike.
A motorbike. Okay, eyes open, wide awake. Obviously there isn't a motorbike actually physically inside the envelope, but John, I don't want to do it. You take the envelope and you open it up and just have a look at what's inside.
This is now because she had one hand on top of the other. I couldn't see through it. And there's a drawing, and under it says motorbike. I have no idea, Blotty.
And it's a drawing of a motorbike as well. 2 handles, a seat, and circles, exactly as you described it. Was that the way you saw it in your mind?
Yeah.
You always leave me the same way, Keith Barry, saying, how did you do that? And you never tell us.
Absolutely not. But it's the power of the subconscious mind. All they did was ignite their subconscious minds, which is what hypnosis is, and really relax their conscious minds. And anything is possible, really, if you do that.
Well, you were great crack, guys. Out of Control. You're in the Hub, Keith, on the 24th of October, and you won't be around here again for a while because you're in America and you're in England and you're everywhere and you're all over the world. And the 3rd of January, Mount Wolseley. But they're bookable, I suppose, all the usual spots.
Yeah, all the usual spots. And you can just check out keithbarry.com for all the dates are there and all the links are there to the phone numbers and
Blotty, you're looking at me like I've 2 heads. Is she stable? Can she leave, Keith?
No, they can't. Actually, in all seriousness, they can't leave. I've got to defrag them, as I call it, which means I've got to bring them out of the hypnotic trance. I can do that in here or back inside, wherever you prefer.
I'm going to say goodbye and thank each of them now, and they can probably hear my. If anyone is in a taxi today with a man who appears to be a little bit away with the birds, that's Ray. Just make sure he puts on the seatbelt and just tell him though he said the fare was €2. You'll probably get it.
I'll make him even safer than normal when I defrag him. I'll make him into a better driver. How about that?
Ruth Marnell, Jim Delaney, and Blotty de Butler, you're all great sports. Blotty, you're looking at me. You're looking at me like I'm wondering, have I got horns? Have I got 2 heads? But you're looking at me like I came in from another planet, and I'm very, very worried. We're going to take an ad break. Keith, thank you very much for coming. 24th of October in the Hub, 3rd of January in Mount Wolseley. Will you put that woman back to normal?
I will. Don't worry. It'll only take 2 minutes
because I'm afraid of her.
KCLR